Hello, my beautiful souls. I am Minerva's Moon, crone witch, shadow worker, and keeper of the old magic. Come in close. The circle is warm. Step in, breathe deep, and let the ancient wisdom rise within you. You know, before we begin, I want you to remember something. Your darkness isn't gone, and it will never leave us because it's part of who we are. We've just learned how to walk with it. And we've learned to love the parts we used to abandon, and now we honor them. And because of that, the ascension is coming. And we should feel excited for what rises next. You know, after the descent, after the shadow work, after the mirror, there comes a moment where everything inside you finally softens. And not because the work is done, but because you stop fighting yourself. You stop bracing. You stop running. That moment right there, that's integration. That's the beginning of your ascension. It's when the pieces that you met in the dark finally find their way back home. And integration isn't about becoming a new person. No, it's about becoming the whole person. It's taking everything that you've discovered in the descent, in the shadows, in the wounds, the patterns, the truths, and weave them into your present self with compassion and love. It's the moment that you stop abandoning the parts of you that hurt. You stop pretending you're fine. You stop performing, and you start embodying. That's when healing becomes real. And let me share something of my own journey. There was a moment deep in my descent when I finally understood where my instinct to shrink came from. I could still see it like it's happening right now. I'm sitting at the kitchen table by myself. My feet are dangling, not even touching the floor. All right, just trying to disappear into that chair. My father was in the other room yelling at my mother. And my older sibling, he was catching the edge of that anger as well. And I'm sitting there holding my breath, trying to make myself as small and quiet as possible so that that storm wouldn't turn on me. That was the day I learned how to shrink, how to stay quiet, how to read the room before I even knew how to read words. And I carried that little girl survival strategy into my adulthood, into my relationships, into conflicts, into every moment where I felt unsafe. But during my descent, during my shadow work, I met her again. And not as a memory, but as a part of me that have been waiting to be seen. And I remember whispering to her right there in the dark, I'm not leaving you behind. That was the first time I felt integration in my body. Not as an idea, but as a homecoming. Welcome home. During your descent, you meet pieces of yourself that you hadn't seen in years. The child who needed comfort, the teenager who needed boundaries, the adult who needed honesty. Integration is the moment you say to each of them, I am not leaving you behind. You reclaim the softness you buried. You reclaim the anger that you suppressed. You reclaim the intuition that you ignored. You reclaim the voice you silenced. These parts are not too much. They're the missing pieces of your power. Integration also asks you to look at the stories you've been living inside. Stories like, I have to earn love. I can't upset anyone. I'm responsible for everybody's feeling. I am safer when I'm small. Those stories were born from survival, but they do not belong in your awakening. In integration, you begin to rewrite them with words as, I am worthy without performing. My needs matter. I can love my full self. And I am allowed to take up space. This is where your inner world begins to shift. And integration isn't just mental, it's physical. It's energetic. It looks like speaking your truth, even when your voice is shaking. Resting without guilt. Setting boundaries without apologizing for them. Letting your body guide you instead of your fear. Choosing relationships that feel safe and not familiar. Integration is the moment your healing becomes visible in your daily life. Not because you're trying, but because you finally aligned. In the next episode, we'll be exploring reconnection, the return of intuition, clarity, and inner guidance after the storm of the descent, all right? But for now, I just want you to remember this. Integration is not perfection. It's presence. It's choosing yourself gently again and again and lovingly. It's the first breath of your ascent. Well, my friends, as the circle closes, carry your awakening and your magic with you. Awaken the soul, honor the craft, walk in your power. As above, so within. As within, so becomes. Blessed be, my beautiful ones.